You've probably heard it your whole life. Eggs are the best protein. But what if I told you there's a cheap, overlooked food that gives your muscles even more, especially after 60? As we get older, protein becomes more than just a nutrient. It becomes a lifeline for strength, for energy, for independence. But here's the truth most people miss. It's not just about how much protein you eat. It's about how well your body can use it, especially when your digestion slows down and muscle recovery takes longer. In this video, we're going to look at 6 powerful, affordable foods that beat eggs in protein value and are often easier to absorb and more complete for senior muscle health. You'll learn which ones help repair your muscles, which ones boost energy, and which one is quietly known as nature's recovery food, even though it costs less than $1 per serving. Let's start with the one almost no one talks about. Picture this. You open your pantry, and tucked behind the soup cans is a small tin of salmon. You bought it months ago, maybe for a salad, maybe for emergencies. But what if that humble can could actually help rebuild your muscles and protect your bones? Canned salmon is one of the most underrated protein sources for older adults. And here's why. Just one 100-gram serving gives you 22 grams of high-quality protein, more than 3 eggs. Calcium and phosphorus from the tiny edible bones, great for bone density. Omega-3 fats, anti-inflammatory, essential for muscle recovery. Vitamin D, which helps your body absorb that calcium and build strong muscles. But here's the part most people miss. Wild-caught canned salmon is often more nutrient-dense than fresh and costs a fraction of the price. It's especially useful for seniors because it's easy to chew and digest. It doesn't spoil quickly. It's already cooked. Just open and eat. And unlike many deli meats or sausages, canned salmon is low in preservatives and free from added sugar. How to use it? Mix with a little olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs for a simple salad topper. Spread on a slice of whole grain toast. Add to a grain bowl with quinoa or brown rice. Or mash into salmon patties with oats and egg. It's affordable, shelf-stable, and filled with the exact nutrients your muscles crave, especially after 60, when bone and muscle loss often go hand in hand. So next time you're in the store, don't just walk past that canned seafood shelf. That small tin of salmon might just be one of the biggest strength builders in your pantry. Think of the last time you stood in your kitchen late at night. Maybe you were a little hungry, but didn't want to cook. You grabbed a spoon and dipped into the peanut butter jar. That moment, it might have done more for your muscles than you realized. 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter give you about 8 grams of protein. But more importantly, they give you the healthy fats your body needs to hold onto muscle mass. Here's why that matters after 60. As we age, inflammation rises. Hormones like testosterone and growth hormone decline. And muscles don't just need protein. They need a stable environment to rebuild. Peanut butter delivers monounsaturated fats, which help reduce inflammation and support hormone balance. Vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps your muscles recover from daily wear. Magnesium and potassium, key minerals for cramp-free movement and muscle energy. And unlike sugary snacks or processed crackers, peanut butter gives you slow-burning fuel that keeps your energy stable, especially when paired with a slice of whole grain toast or a banana. Best of all, peanut butter is accessible, familiar, and affordable. No prep, no cleanup, no mystery ingredients. Now, should you go wild with it? No. Stick to 1 to 2 tablespoons, ideally the natural kind with no added sugar or palm oil. Seniors with high cholesterol should check with their doctor. But if you've been feeling weak and you need a snack that supports recovery, fights inflammation, and keeps your strength up, that humble jar in your pantry might be more powerful than any protein bar. And speaking of pantry staples, wait until you see what this ancient grain can do for your muscle health. Imagine a tiny seed that contains every building block your muscles need to grow. Not from a supplement, not from meat, but from a plant. That seed is quinoa. This humble grain, originally grown in the Andes Mountains, is now known around the world as one of the few plant-based complete proteins. That means it contains all 9 essential amino acids, just like eggs, meat, or fish. And for seniors, that's a game changer. Let's break it down. 1 cooked cup of quinoa has about 8 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber, and a rich supply of minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc, all crucial for muscle repair, oxygen delivery, and energy. But what really sets quinoa apart is how easily it digests. Unlike some grains that leave you bloated or tired, quinoa is light, gentle, and keeps blood sugar stable. That's important after 60, when digestion slows and we absorb nutrients less efficiently. And here's something else. Quinoa helps with muscle endurance. Because it's not just protein, it's also a slow digesting carbohydrate, meaning it releases energy gradually. That supports longer walks, easier workouts, and less fatigue during everyday movement. How to use it. Add it to a salad for lunch. Serve it warm as a base for veggies or lean protein. Make a breakfast bowl with cinnamon and berries. Even 2 to 3 servings per week can make a difference in your recovery, mobility, and energy. And if you're thinking, but I've never cooked quinoa before, don't worry, it's as simple as rice. 1 part quinoa to 2 parts water, simmer for 15 minutes. Eggs are great, but this tiny grain has quietly been fueling strength and endurance for centuries. Still, there's one food coming up that might surprise you even more. It's sweet, affordable, and works best before bed. Let's say you finish dinner around 6 p.m. You go to bed around 10:30. That's over 4 hours where your body has no fuel coming in, and then another 7 or 8 hours while you sleep. And during that long stretch, something happens. Your body starts breaking down muscle to meet basic needs. That's the opposite of what you want after 60. But there's one food that can flip that script. It's cheap, it's simple, and it's one of the most powerful muscle repair tools most people overlook: cottage cheese. Let's look at why. Cottage cheese is packed with casein protein, a slow digesting form of protein that releases amino acids steadily over several hours. Think of it like a time-release formula for your muscles. Whereas whey protein spikes and fades quickly, casein stays active throughout the night, just when your body is most focused on rebuilding tissue, including muscle fibers. In fact, studies show that eating casein before bed can significantly improve overnight muscle protein synthesis, especially in older adults. And just 1/2 cup of low-fat cottage cheese delivers about 14 grams of high-quality protein, along with calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin B12, all of which play roles in muscle function and energy metabolism. It's also low in calories and carbs, making it a great option if you're watching your weight. How to use it. Enjoy 1/2 cup before bed, plain or with cinnamon. Add a spoonful of natural peanut butter for healthy fats. Or top with a few tart cherries for added sleep support. And if you don't like the taste or texture, blend it into a smoothie or mix it into your scrambled eggs. If I told you there's a food that's cheaper than eggs, packed with protein, high in fiber, iron, and essential minerals, and shelf-stable for months, you might think I'm talking about some modern superfood. But the truth is, this muscle-saving miracle has been around for thousands of years. It's lentils. Yes, simple, humble lentils. And yet, most seniors never think of them as a protein source. Let's change that. Just 1 cooked cup of lentils contains 18 grams of protein, 15 grams of fiber, powerful nutrients like iron, folate, magnesium, and potassium. But here's what makes them a muscle-protecting powerhouse. Unlike many plant proteins, lentils are rich in lysine, one of the 9 essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle tissue. They also contain slow-digesting complex carbs, which means they provide steady energy without blood sugar spikes. This matters after 60, because your body is not only trying to preserve muscle, it's also fighting against fatigue, poor circulation, and insulin resistance. Lentils help with all 3. Plus, their high iron content supports healthy red blood cells, key for oxygen delivery during activity and recovery. Now, what about digestion? Many seniors avoid beans and legumes due to bloating. But here's the trick. Start small. 1/4 cup is enough to begin. Rinse canned lentils thoroughly, or soak dry lentils before cooking to reduce compounds that cause gas. And try adding them to soups, salads, omelets, or mash them with spices as a spread. They're incredibly versatile and ridiculously affordable. In fact, 1 pound of dry lentils costs less than $2 and makes enough to last a week. So if you're on a budget or just tired of eggs and meat, lentils might be the missing ingredient that keeps your muscles strong, your belly full, and your wallet happy. Coming up next, a powerful recap and how to combine these foods for lasting strength. You don't need fancy supplements. You don't need to count every gram. And you definitely don't need to eat chicken breasts 5 times a day. But what your body does need after 60 is consistent, digestible, and complete protein. And today, you've seen exactly where to find it. Let's recap. Canned salmon gives you high quality protein, omega-3s, and calcium for muscle and bone support. Peanut butter offers healthy fats, muscle protecting nutrients, and easy protein in a spoon. Quinoa is a complete protein with fiber, magnesium, and slow digesting energy. Cottage cheese fuels overnight repair with slow release casein. And all of them affordable, accessible, and easy to digest. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about having the strength to carry your groceries, to stand up without help, to walk to the park and enjoy it, to hug your grandkids without wondering if your legs will hold you up. You're not chasing youth. You're choosing resilience. So pick one of these foods today. Add it to your breakfast. Just a spoon, a scoop, or a half cup. Tomorrow, do it again. It's in these tiny, consistent choices that your muscles come back to life. Because aging doesn't mean shrinking. It means adapting. With the right fuel, the right habits, and the right mindset. You've got this. Your strength isn't gone. It's just waiting to be rebuilt. So start now. Your muscles are listening.